The movie showcases a young girl telling a true life story of the events that happened in her hometown. It all began in Kuruzu with Kirie waiting at the train station for Shuichi, her boyfriend who recently returned to the town and went to see her. On the way, Shuichi considered leaving the town with her as he felt something strange was going on as whirlpools began forming in the streams, and also explains how his father, Mr. Saito, has been acting weird as he spends all day in his study room and developed a massive obsession for Uzumaki, a spiral shape, as he had a collection of them and stares at them all day. It was a demonic obsession causing his dad's eyes to spin independently in a spiral shape anytime he stares at them. His dad gets angry anytime there aren't spiral fish cakes in his dinner and also bathes in a spinning whirlpool. Kirie laughed, thinking her boyfriend was joking, but he didn't blame her because it was hard comprehending such a creepy and terrifying sight and left her still feeling horrified. Kirie arrived home to a shocking sight. Mr. Saito was present, asking her father, a potter, to create a black spiral ceramic piece while observing him with excitement. Kirie was horrified as she realized what Shuichi told her was indeed true. Kirie met with her friend Azumi as they discussed about their relationships and other stuffs when Kirie noticed the scar on Azumi's forehead and asked her about it. Azumi explained she had an accident when she was little, but it was a good thing now, as guys now find her attractive because of the scar. Azumi followed Kirie to meet her boyfriend, Shuichi, as guys seemed to admire Azumi on the way. They met with Shuichi, and after brief introduction, Shuichi noticed the scar on her forehead, but he didn't find it attractive as it terrified him, and he ran out with Kirie. On the way, Kirie asked what was going on as he explains to her that Azumi might be an Uzumaki, a spiral. Kirie's dad finished the artwork requested by Mr. Saito and asked Kirie to deliver it for him, but on delivering, Mr. Saito told her he doesn't need it anymore as he had learnt to manifest spiral with his body and demonstrates to her by spinning his tongue in a spiral shape. Kirie was terrified on seeing this as she ran off. Azumi clashed with Shuichi as she was now attracted to him and wondered why he doesn't like her. Shuichi was terrified on noticing the scar on her face has taken the shape of a spiral and advised her to leave the strange town before it does something bad to her, but she was heartbroken as Shuichi ran off. A funeral was held for Mr. Saito as he fell from the stairs and died. But Shuichi explained to Kirie that's what they tell everyone, and he revealed the true cause of death. How he and his mom found him dead after he had successfully contorted his entire body into a spiral, breaking every bone in his body until he died. Still speaking, their attention was called to the funeral site as Mr. Saito cremation smoke had begun to take the shape of a spiral, terrifying everyone present there as they felt it might be a bad omen. Mrs. Saito had a mental breakdown on noticing the smoke taking the shape of her husband and screamed as an ambulance was called to attend to her. Okada, one of Azumi's admirers, approached Azumi to go on a date with her, and they struck a deal together. At the hospital, Mrs. Saito went crazy as she saw spirals everywhere as she screamed. The student was all in the classroom when Katayama arrived wet as he had been drenched by the rain. The teacher scolded him for coming late and advised him to use an umbrella next time, so he doesn't get drenched. The students were playing volleyball as one of the teams lost due to Katayama's sluggishness, making his team angry as they ambushed him at the locker room, bullied and undressed him as they brought him before the girls laughing at him, but became horrified on noticing a large spiral on his back. Kirie and Shuichi were at the hospital to see Mrs. Saito as Shuichi went out with Kirie and explained to her how his mom had been terrified of the spiral since the funeral, that she shaved her hair, scraped of her fingerprints, and made everyone wear gloves and cover anything that might have a spiral shape. At night, Kirie spotted Azumi, but this time, Azumi had become different as she removed her hat and showed Kirie just how deep the spiral has gotten into her. Kirie was terrified as she left. Okada lured Shuichi to the park as part of the deal as Azumi arrived and still refused going on a date with him. Okada removed her hat in anger and was horrified at what he saw, but it was too late for him as he was sucked into the spiral. Kirie arrived as Shuichi was up a tree, and he showed Kirie Azumi, as her entire body got sucked by the spiral that appeared on her body. Stay tuned for more episodes of Uzumaki, yet to be released, and subscribe to its mythical for more mind-blowing recaps like this. Thanks for watching.